Well, hey everybody, welcome to the Renaissance Woodworker Shop Update. This one is for September 29th, 2017. Now I haven't actually done a shop update in a while. I've been doing tutorials and doing little, snippets of lessons here and there. I haven't really stepped back to say what's going on in my shop. So this is an actual shop update, but there's a lot of stuff happening. First, a couple of announcements, things to look out for in the coming weeks. The middle of October, Saturday, the 14th of October to be specific, I'm gonna do another live build. If you remember back in January, I built that bookcase. I did the whole thing live over, I think it was Martin Luther King weekend. I'm gonna do the same thing. This is a group build that we do at the Hand Tool School in the community we have there, and I always just broadcast the whole thing live for the general public. Well, this time I'm going to build a shop stool, and I'm going to use this lovely piece of 8/4 walnut here. Actually, I'm going to end up making two of them with this. I'm going to make essentially a staked stool. It's going to be very similar to a Windsor style stool that you may see, and it should be a lot of fun. I haven't picked out the stock I'm going to use for the legs yet, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing there, but going to be tapered tenons, tapered mortises, reaming them out, that whole process of creating essentially a Windsor plank seat. Should be a lot of fun. I think I will probably be able to do it in a Saturday and Sunday, but if not, I'll continue the following weekend. But the whole thing will be done live. So I'll be giving you plenty of reminders between now and then, but hopefully you can make it. As usual, I always record these things, just like you can still find that live build I did of the bookcase on my YouTube channel. You'll be able to find this as well. But Saturday the 14th, I figure I'll start at 12 noon Eastern time. Why not? Noon sounds high noon. Building stools at high noon. Next, I've got a fair amount of veneer work coming up on some of the projects I'm doing for the Hand Tool School. So I finally decided to break down and build myself a veneer press. I've often used plywood platens and things just to clamp things together, and I just use my regular clamps, clamp around the outside. But I decided it's time. You may remember I talked about this on Wood Talk once. We had a shipping container came in and it had these plywood bolsters. These are 1 3/4 inch thick. This is like, I don't even know how many plies, lots and lots of plies, no voids. This is like the highest quality plywood ever, but it's used as bolsters. And believe it or not, that's what this stuff is made for, specifically for perfectly flat, stable, level shipping containers. I've got 3 of them, and they're gonna make perfect arms for a bridle jointed frames that I will then be using these veneer screws, setting them through, and I'll have 2 frames that when I take a piece, set it on these doubled up plywood pieces, set my work piece in between, clamp it down, and I'll have really nice veneer press that way. So I'll be doing a video on that in the coming weeks. In fact, I'll probably be putting that whole thing together this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. Next week, next Thursday, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the Renaissance Woodworker Live. I'll be going live for a standard Q&A session again, probably be able to highlight the veneer press that I built, but I'm also going to be announcing an auction that we've got going on. One of the members of my Hand Tool School community, his name is Ernie Stevenson. He runs a website called grandpaslittlefarm.com. I've mentioned him before as a great resource for fully restored auger bits. He's also got a lot of other vintage tools that he's restored. He's been restoring tools for my Hand Tool School community folks for a while now. Ernie is going to be giving away, not giving away, I shouldn't say that. He's going to be auctioning off 2 kits that he's going to start in production here. Restored jack planes with a full blade complement, 3 different blades, screwdriver, everything to help you maintain that, and then just a kit of the blades. If you ever have a jack plane, he'll be selling a kit of those blades. He's going to auction those off, and we're going to give the proceeds to hurricane relief, because obviously it's been a major deal. To sweeten the pot, each auction winner is going to get a semester of the Hand Tool School, your choice of semester, included, thrown into that. So you'll really be bidding on the actual tools, the jack plane and the blades, and then the blade set. But if you win the auction, you'll also get a Hand Tool School semester. And again, those proceeds, all those auction proceeds are going to go to hurricane relief. I'll be posting something on the Hand Tool School site right before that goes live next Thursday, but show up to Renaissance Woodworker Live and you can see pictures and get details of exactly what is being auctioned off and a link to that as well. If you haven't checked it out yet, I released the orientation semester at the hand tool school. It's one of the reasons I've been so busy. Build a workbench, marking gauge, toolbox, and a pair of Sloyd hooks, and it's a great way to get yourself started. One last thing I'll mention, I had a question, somebody was asking me about how you go about creating parallel edges and duplicate edges by hand, and sent some emails back and forth to answer that. But it just so happens I have a lesson that's available now at the hand tool school called Making Duplicate Parts by Hand. It's a $7 product lesson. It gives you a 20-minute video on how I go about making exactly duplicate parts using nothing but hand planes. And rarely are you going to have to create a part that's exactly duplicate in 3 different dimensions, thickness, width, and length. But it's a good skill to know how to do and know how to accomplish, because just about every furniture piece you build requires duplicate dimensions somewhere. So this is a lesson that walks you through that, shows you how to do it, what to look for, and how to do it consistently to create those parts that are exactly the same. So you can find that on the Hand Tool School. Just go to the main page, look for the Lessons tab in the nav bar, and you'll see Creating Duplicate Parts. Again, that video is $7, and it includes full access to the Hand Tool School community, the Hand Tool School tool library. The community itself is worth its weight in gold. But enough of that. That's my shop update. We'll see you around. I hope to see you next Thursday live. If not, I hope to catch you middle of October and you can watch me build a stool. Why not, right? See you next time.